here for Seconds Out with Liam Smith in Belfast. Liam, sir, how you doing?
Good, mate, you?
Yeah, not too bad at all. The better for speaking to yourself. Don't want to go over too much old ground, Liam. I know you've obviously discussed the fight with Chris Eubank Jr. at length with other outlets. Just want to know where you are in terms of your injury recoveries. Where are you? When can we expect you back in the ring?
Yeah, obviously my injuries are recovered now. I've let my body heal properly, and I'll probably be looking to be out in March sometime.
With the back injury specifically, was that something you have to specifically manage? Because I think when discussing with other people, they said that with back injuries, you can tend to, if you don't look after them particularly, exacerbate other areas of the back as well. So is that something you have to really kind of focus on to make sure that doesn't happen again?
Yeah, of course. Look, the back was horrendous, but the back was bad from May, which made April and May, which made me then pull out of June 17th. And I had it for a long time. I had a bulge on my spine, and I had a very bad back injury basically, which I had to just then go through for September because I was forced into that date. Otherwise, Chris walked away. So yeah, I just the back's been fine, and the back was fine 2-3 weeks before the Chris fight. I never had any problems with my back, for the last couple of weeks.
Are you about as content as you will be now with that defeat? I know that you obviously were beat up about it and said it should have never happened, but have you made sort of as much peace as you can with that defeat?
I have to. Yeah, I have to. I still can't. I'm a man. I'm 35 years of age. I still can't keep crying about a loss. I lost, and that was that. Chris won. Chris turned up on the night. Chris beat me. I can't really change that. I can't cry about it no more. I have to just dust myself off, get myself back. I know the reasons why I was as bad as I was. Nothing to do with the reason why I lost. I just think I know why I performed bad. I could have performed great and still lost, but I know why. I could have performed bad and won, but I know the reason why I was poor, and I need to just, get myself back in, write them reasons why I fought the way I fought, and put it right next time.
With that said, the score is 1-1 between you two. Have you the teams reached out in terms of getting the trilogy? Do you think there's interest from his side for the trilogy?
No, I don't, because I think he knows he'll never beat me that easy again in his life. I think he's happy with being 1-1. I feel like saying, try telling Chris start at 1-1. Nobody's winning. But I stopped Chris in 4, he stopped me in 10. It's 1-1. But you asked him that question, it's 2-0. He's not really interested in a tail fight, but I fully know why. He's not stupid. He knows he'll never beat me like that again in the month of Sunday, so he'll look for the corner fight, and if that's the case, then so be it. I'll make my own path, and I'll create my own path.
The position that you have still, coming back off the defeat, but 2 back-to-back pay-per-views, there aren't too many fighters that are doing that. Obviously, you have to have a dance partner as well, but there's a significance for you to return to the ring outside of just, your career, because we need pay-per-view nights just as much as we need the big nights as well. Do you feel that there's more significance on the direction your career goes because of the lack of pay-per-views going on right now, the lack of big nights in the UK?
I'm not sure, but I think I've created a great path and a great career what I've had, and like I say, for me to be world champion so many years ago and to still be knocking pay-per-view fights out in the last 2 fights, pay-per-view bills, still going into big fights and big bills, and I feel great and privileged on the part I played in selling them arenas out, twice over. I think you were there. I think it was a pro-Smith crowd both times, even though I lost the second fight. And I feel I can get the same again. I've got great fans. I've got loyal fans who stuck by me the whole way. And I know I've got many more of them nights left in me, so I'm excited to see.
What's your current contractual status with Boxer? And if it's open, have you had discussions with other promotional companies as to where your future lies?
Yeah, obviously my contract is over with Boxer. I've got no contract with Boxer at the moment. Yes, me and my manager have sat and spoken. My manager spoke with Matchroom. Again, we'll just see who can offer me what when the time's right. I'm getting asked when I'll be ready, and I've said I'll be ready. Pick a date in March, and I'll be there. So, fingers crossed. Somebody can offer me something that I can get my teeth into in March, because I'm excited to be back.
With the feeling that maybe you were pushed into that fight day with Chris Eubank Jr, does that close the door for boxer? Would you not look or discuss anything further with them?
Look, it depends really. It depends what boxer come with, if they want to come with anything. But we'll see. I won't make a couple of mistakes I made last time. A little bit of naivety on my part, but we'll see. Never say never, especially in this game.
Very well said indeed. Talking about options in the future for you, two weights that you can look at potentially, but where would you like to be? Who would you like to be in against?
Any, 154, 160. I think I can do either as long as I'm fit and in shape. You know what I mean? I just think that was the problem was not really the weight last time, to a point that it was more the camp and making the weight in the time frame I had, if that makes sense. But so I'll take 160 or 154. I'll take Billy Joe at 168 if you want. Amazing.
Has that been sort of like whispered to you, or has that been discussed about Billy Joe?
Yeah, obviously I spoke with Billy. I spoke with Billy's manager, and it's just a case of when Billy will be back. I think Billy's in the gym now, trying to get fit. I think he was hoping to fight December. I'm not sure he's going to, but when he's back, it'd be great to have him back. And when he's back, I'll be open for that fight. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will.
Indeed, there was a name before the Chris Eubank Jr rematch happened. That was Kell Brook. Still interested in that fight? Do you think that could happen as well?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think a couple of promoters are interested in that fight. If Kell's interested in coming back, but it'd be interesting to see what Kell wants to do. He's earned a lot of money. I don't know whether he might have looked at me last fight and licked his lips, but it'd be good to have him back. And if he's back, I'd love to fight. Yeah.
Of the two, which is your preference?
No, either Billy Joe, Kell Brook. My preference is Eubank. I'll pay you good money to make the Eubank fight. I'll pay money out my own pocket to after the fight. You know what I mean? And ask me a preference now. It's Eubank again.
Just sticking on that point, do you think you'll ever be in a position where you could get Eubank to want that third fight with you?
I don't know. Chris is Chris. He's got his own little his own ways and his own order and ego. So pretty sure if he wants it, it's on. If he doesn't want it, then he'll walk away. He won't be forced into nothing.
What might be on is that fight that's been mooted for a while with Conor Benn, although Conor Benn's had his licence rejected by the British Boxing Board of Control. Do you keep an eye on that developing process, and what do you think of that current situation?
I'm sure they want it promoted by the British Boxing Board. Not promoted, but I'm sure they want it sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. So I think that's probably a kick in the balls for both of them. I think Conor thought he was coming to the end of it. Doesn't look like he is now. So it's another spanner in the works for Eddie. Where does the fight go now? Does it go back to Saudi? They wanted that at Tottenham, but I'm pretty sure Eddie won't go to Tottenham with a Luxembourg licence, like what happened previous. But it'd be interesting to see how the next few weeks play out.
Next year, early, hopefully I'll be there as well. Another interesting fight, that being Otto and your brother Callum Smith. There's been obviously a delay in that fight, but I was wondering, do you feel that favours Callum a bit more game planning? Otto gets that little bit older as well. Injuries there. There's an opportunity here for Callum to really capitalise and get that victory. And maybe some people aren't backing him to do so.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, look, it's a fight that Callum's massively interested in, involved in. It's a fight he fancies massively. If other people don't fancy him, great, but it's down to Callum to change their opinions, correct them, make them eat the words, and it's a fight that we've always been confident in. Stylistically, I think you said before, age is not on BBBof's side with the delay, so it's going to be interesting, but we're looking forward to January.
Final quick things. AJ versus Otto Wallin, can I get your thoughts on that fight?
I think it's a great fight for AJ. I think he's very good with southpaws. Another fight where it's Derek James, and is it Derek James?
Ben Davison.
Oh yeah, Ben Davison this one, yeah. But like I say, I think he's being our Ben, but I just think the bottom line is if Joshua's fighting, then I think he boxes well, because I rate Joshua. I think he's very good with southpaws.
Usyk.
Fury, I think he's just too big. Finds a way to win. He'll make it ugly if he has to, but he'll be Fury win.
The final word with you, when can we expect to see you back in the ring?
March, fingers crossed.
March, looking forward to it, Liam. Thanks for being seconds out, sir. Appreciate it.